I'm up over $53,000 just this morning in one of my businesses, and it's July, middle of July. I don't even know what date it is, but it's Monday morning. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is if you want to win in 2025, you want to win in 2026, you want to win for the rest of your life, there's a few key strategic insights that has helped me go from zero to becoming a multimillionaire in my 20s. Now I'm in my 30s. I want to make more videos like this just to share all the stuff that I've learned. And there's a specific reason as well why I want to share this is because this morning I woke up and I must have messaged at least, 10, 12 people on my team, between clients, just to get a pulse on everything from stats to client stuff to my personal assistant. And as I'm driving, you shouldn't be driving and texting, but as I'm driving, my assistant sends me a message saying, hey, we got to send out an email right now. Send it to me right now, okay? She's been with me for the last 5-6 years. So we have this, virtual relationship where she understands if something needs to be done, boom, it needs to be done immediately. Speed, urgency, act right now, fast execution. And she also knows that the first 6 hours of her day and my day should be focused on just one thing, which is MMA. You want to write this down. What does MMA stand for? Not mixed martial arts. MMA stands for money-making activities. Your job as an entrepreneur, your job as someone who wants to be free from the matrix, from the shackles of the financial prison that most people are in, your job is very simple. How do you allocate your time to focus on money-making activities so that you are producing instead of consuming, so that you are in execution mode and not in procrastination mode? Hey everyone, it's Shakir Hussain here, founder of funnels.com. And real quick, I had to pull over the car because I'm actually pulling over my car. I'm going to grab my laptop from the boot and I'm literally going to write an email whilst I'm in the car. I'm going to send it off because that email is potentially worth anywhere from $10,000 up to maybe $30,000, as much as $50,000 for me. When I email my list, that's the value that I give to my emails. Okay, each email is worth, on the low end, at least $10,000, on the high end, anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000. Why? Because I sell high ticket stuff, high ticket courses, coaching programs, agency services, and they usually start off at 10K plus. So then I'm going to carry on with my day, which is basically go to the gym, go to a nice fancy cafe, work for a few hours, probably invite my friend over for having lunch, have a nice big bowl of salad with lunch, all of that good stuff. But why am I sharing this stuff with you on this Monday morning whilst I'm in the car? Is because when I look back over the last 10-15 years, this one specific skill of just execution, just pure execution, doesn't matter if day, night, morning, afternoon, on the weekends, you gotta be executing. Why? Because execution is the difference between someone who's procrastinating and someone who's, I have a great idea, or one day I want to start my business, or one day I'm going to quit my job, or one day I'm going to start making YouTube videos, or one day I'm going to post more on Instagram, versus the person that's posting multiple times a day. Like, if you just see this, okay, just watch this in action. Right now, mid 2025 to next 2 to 3 years, my number one focus is going to be to grow this YouTube channel. Okay, right now I'm stuck around 12,000 subscribers. It's only going to be a matter of time. Why? Because I understand it's about consistency. I understand it's about execution. Okay, I also understand that progress over perfectionism. And maybe you need to hear this as a reminder for yourself. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Go out there and do it so that you're making progress each and every single day. Does that make sense? This YouTube channel has been around for the last 14-15 years. I know amongst the 20 different things that I can do, email marketing, posting on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, the number one highest leverage activity to build a personal brand, to give value to customers and to new prospects, to build trust, is literally to make long form YouTube videos. And what do I mean by that? It means providing valuable content to my audience. Now, if you don't have an audience, how do you do this? First of all, something I learned from Tony Robbins. I spent a lot of time with Tony Robbins in person throughout his events. I spent about $75,000, $80,000 I believe, with all of his events and masterminds and whatnot. And he says proximity is power. If you're in your head, you're dead. So how do you get out of your head? How do you stop procrastinating? I see one guy from my team saying he's going to be calling like 25 leads. I got another guy who's banging out 200 phone calls a day. Who do you think is going to make more money? I got one guy that's going to work all weekends, all day, every day, because he's got goals of hitting 6 figures, multiple 6 figures. I got another guy who's like, I don't work weekends. Who do you think is going to make more money? In the beginning, you don't have a choice. You got to do the graft work. I remember when I first started online marketing, probably until I made at least 12, maybe $15 million or so. This was when I was around 25, 26-ish. I just never took any time off. In fact, I got to the age of 30, generated $30 million in sales, cash collected, by the way, not this fake revenue stuff. Selling courses, coaching programs, high ticket courses and programs, agency services. I've done 8 figures 3 times before I turned 30 years old. I can't even remember when I took a real vacation in my entire 20s. Now, sure, I can fly all over the world. I can take my friends, family members. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me what country, next month I'm planning to go probably 2-3 different countries, Switzerland, Dubai, whatever. Okay. That juice, that desire for just traveling for me alone has gone because I've pretty much seen almost everything. I just love working and I love building. So that's what the stage I'm in right now. But when I look at people that are either maybe team members, clients, customers, and I'm like, you don't have at least 6 figures saved up. Inflation going up, standard of living going up, things are going up. Unless you're saving in BTC, Bitcoin, and you can hedge yourself, most things are just going to get more expensive. The world is in a crazy turmoil right now. Trust is at all-time low for prospects, for so many different products and services. I see it because I'm in so many different niches for my own business and for clients' businesses. So I can see, hey, what's going on? Hey, in the dog market, this is what's happening. Hey, in the parents market or the children market, that's another niche I'm in. This is what's happening. Or maybe for the Airbnb, the market is going up. I can see so many different industries because I have all these clients, and it allows me to realize, okay, you know what? Here's what the 3 steps that you need to win. There's usually way more than 3 steps, but I'm just giving you an example. For yourself, ask yourself, what things have I been procrastinating on that I need to go and take massive action right now? I need to go and execute right now. Recently, a client came to me, and 2 clients, okay? I'll just give you the difference between people that are winning and the people that are struggling. So I got one guy struggling to make $10,000 a month. He's been struggling for years now, okay? I've known him for, say, 5+ years. He will tell me that he wants to make more money, but he'll never tell me the courses that he's going through. He'll never tell me that he's improved X amount in his sales closing, in his conversion rates. He'll never come to me and say, ask me the questions that's really needed in order to grow. That's one guy, okay, struggling to make 10K a month. Let's just say I got 2 other clients. I'm just, like bringing them, one from the UK, one from the US. So another dude, he's from the US and he's doing around 30K a month. And I tell him, go and create a webinar. Go and create a 3-day summit. Literally the next week he can come back to me and be like, here's the entire webinar. Here's the entire 3-day summit. Okay, I've got 200 people on. This is my closing rate. This is my conversion rate. This is where I'm making the pitch. This is where people are dropping off. This is how many people I've got on the booked call. This is how many people are enrolling. This is how many people that are not enrolling. He knows all of the data, all of the stats, all the KPI. You see the difference? That's why he's making more than 30 grand a month. And now he's going to be making probably 100K to 300K a month working with me. Okay. Second example. Got a gentleman who's in his 60s. I think he's 60 or in his 60s. He buys one of my high-end coaching programs. And they're expensive. I sell expensive stuff to business owners that want to get fast results. That's what they care about. That's what I care about. He comes to me, he buys within 24 to 48 hours, 1 or 2 days, he flies from another country down to London. In one day, they shoot, I think, 30 to 40 videos. The next day, he flies out. He's making around 50 grand a month. He's on path to making at least 250K, maybe even 400K-ish per month by the end of the year. So you have one guy who's struggling to make 10 grand a month, filled with excuses, lacks clarity, lacks data, has zero initiative, just going by what we call NPC, non-playable character. Okay, he's just going by whatever he thinks he's doing, whatever his wife is saying to him or husband is saying, but whatever. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, he's just going by his day. The other dude, he's driven by full data, raw execution, raw failures, raw learning curves, and coming back to me, the other two guys, okay, and they're saying, hey, what do I improve? Hey, can we get this done? Hey, can we get that done? Hey, I saw this ad. What do you think of it? Hey, I've just made this offer. What do you think of it? One is going out proactively executing. Other one is stuck. And we all go through this in our own lives. But you have to make a decision for yourself. How much longer? If you're in that situation where you're struggling to break through that first 5K, 10K, 20K a month, okay, and you've been at it for a while. You're in the industry of digital marketing, closing, sales, marketing online, you're doing webinars, you're putting stuff out there, or you're working for a company and you're trying to hit a new breakthrough. And it's been months or it's been years and you haven't broken through. Ask yourself this question. How do I up-level my skills? How do I increase the rate of my learnings so that I can get here, fall back, learn the lesson, move on? How do I add value to myself so that everyone that I'm around, I can add value? There's a reason why people will pay me 20,000, 50,000, 120 grand after one single conversation. One single conversation. It's because they believe. It's a belief. It's a transfer of energy. Sales is a transfer of energy. They believe that I can help them. Why is it that I can help them? Because I've spent over a decade up-leveling my skills. I started off doing cold calling, sales, phone sales, hiring sales team. Those sales team would come in, they'll increase my business. Then I started learning about paid ads, organic traffic, started getting my first 10,000 subscribers, made my first $1 million at 23, started learning about mergers and acquisitions, started acquiring other companies in my 20s, built a list of over 1 million email subscribers. Okay, this is back when most people that you see today, they had zero clue about digital marketing. Okay, now, then I learned how to hire people, how to build teams. I built a team of 55 plus people when I was about 28 years old. And I was cash collecting $1 million a month. Imagine that, 28 years old. So I've been through all of these different stages. So when I meet people, people try to think they're smart. When I meet people, they think they're so smart. They tell me all of these things, oh, I'm doing this and that. And I just look at the raw data. Raw data says, you're not getting enough leads. Raw data says you're not doing enough outbound. Raw data says you're not closing enough deals because you're not good at closing. Raw data says you haven't spent enough time learning about the industry, learning about what's required, whether it's funnels, emails, social media, how to grow businesses. Therefore, you cannot add value to the prospect. Therefore, you cannot add value to close a deal. So it really comes down to how fast are you getting the message, and then how fast are you executing? So I hope you took a message from here, which is get to work, get executing. Trust me, life is short, and if you don't do it now, then when are you going to do it? Okay, it's a reminder to myself as well. I got to get more consistent on publishing YouTube videos. And so I'm going to publish this today. No fancy editing. I'm just going to upload it raw. And then I'm going to go back to emailing my list, and I will see you then.